July 4th is a great time to honor those who made sacrifices for our freedom and independence. For one group of Marines, that struggle was made even more difficult. WBTV's Steve Crump introduces us to one Marine basking in the glory decades later.
Some of them were volunteering, and those who didn't were drafted.
Vaughn Whitworth was drafted. It happened in 1943. He had just graduated from Lincoln Academy in Kings Mountain as America faced its greatest global conflict.
I knew what the situation was. I knew more or less what to expect. I did not know that much about the Marine Corps before I went in.
How old were you there?
I think I was 17 then.
The battle wasn't just against the Axis powers, because the first Marines of color at Montford Point near Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, had another enemy. His name was Jim Crow.
Down in Jacksonville, there were signs of areas that we were not supposed to go. That said, no blacks allowed.
Signs of the times didn't dampen the passion of servicemen answering the call to serve.
We felt as though it was time to do our part in the war.
During World War II, the Montford Point Marines were also on the shores of Iwo Jima. But Whitworth, who now lives in Los Angeles, had another assignment.
The first island that I was on was the island of Saipan. We went in on Saipan on D-Day +3.
I want to thank the Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives.
The hero's welcome would come nearly 70 years later, when Whitworth and his surviving comrades were honored just days ago with the Congressional Gold Medal at the U.S. Capitol.
Ordinarily, I'm not a very emotional person, but a couple of times there was a little dew around the eyes.
Each Marine was given a replica of their own.
Kids don't learn about you guys in the textbooks.
No, they do not. And I think that it should be put in the textbooks now and also in the schools.
The sacrifices and contributions of these men are now teachable moments.
It's a good feeling, though. And to see the way that Washington responded, not only the servicemen, but everyone on the street. Montford Point, for example.
Lessons that are now offered from those who helped shape American history, not just today, but decades before. Steve Crump, WBTV on your side. Prime time.
And we thank you, Mr. Whitworth, for your service. About 20,000 Marines passed through Montford Point from 1942 to 1949 when it was closed and a recruit training was integrated.